Hi there, Sean Kevlin here with Triple I with another executive exchange. Today, one of our member companies, Hartford Steam Boiler and Munich Re, is joining us. Michael Berger, who heads up Insure AI for those companies. Michael, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Sean. I'm very happy to be here with you today.
So, Michael, there's obviously a lot of buzz in the air. I don't think you can watch or listen to 5 minutes of television or radio without hearing AI in some form or fashion. And we see and hear about the opportunities for industries and even the insurance industry. But there are also risks involved. And Munich Re and Hartford Steam Boiler have identified these risks and actually have begun to look at them in terms of insurance products. I wonder what you can help us understand kind of what the risks are and how they're being insured.
Yeah, sure. So we see that companies are adopting AI and generative AI more and more in order to automate certain processes or tasks, or to create support for the decision making. However, with this comes a reliance on the AI and generative AI models. And this reliance cannot be dealt away with if you want to really reap the benefits that AI and generative AI brings in terms of automation and efficiency. However, this reliance creates risk. And one of the most fundamental risks, in our opinion, is the risk of an AI model creating errors or of a generative AI model hallucinating. This is a fundamental risk because if an AI output is incorrect, then incorrect decisions are taken or are made based on that, then incorrect actions follow because of this. And those incorrect actions can then cause financial losses or also create certain liabilities for those companies. An example that we read in the news is a Canadian airline, which has created a ChatGPT-like generative AI model for passenger interactions. A passenger was asking this model about the discount policy of this airline. As it was the case, the model was hallucinating and was making up a fake discount policy. Now, the airline didn't want to honor this hallucinated discount policy, but the Canadian courts found that the airline is indeed liable for those hallucinations that the generative AI model caused. I think that's a very interesting case, which shows that relying on those models truly comes with risk, and then basically also can create financial losses for companies. Of course, this AI error risk and the hallucination risk of generative AI models is just one risk. There are others, like, for example, AI discrimination risk, also generative AI IP infringement risk, or also even an increase in the cyber risk exposure. So, for example, if a cyber event happens and shuts down an AI system, which was used to automate a certain process or task, then the business interruption can be much more severe compared to a non-AI process. So we see that there are different risks, and we also see that there's a rising demand for new insurance solutions to cover those kind of risks.
Interesting. And so as well, you usually see is the case with new technologies and innovations and things that are as big as AI is, that regulations are beginning to follow as well. In the EU, there's the AI Act. From your opinion, what's your initial assessment regarding the effectiveness of individual companies and their own AI governance, and where do you see insurance playing a role in that?
Mhm. Yeah, I believe that AI governance is ultimately the operational risk management framework for AI and generative AI risks. So AI governance usually looks into topics like creating an AI aware and AI risk aware culture in organizations. It deals with selecting the right talent for the organization in order to bring AI use cases to life. It is about designing the data science process in a proper way and selecting the right technical tools and methodologies to address certain risks and be able and capable to essentially execute certain AI use cases. So I think in this respect, AI governance is really a required function in an organization in order to deal with AI and AI risks. However, even the best AI governance process cannot avoid that AI risk might materialize. Similar to the fact that also the best IT security process cannot avoid that a cyber event might happen at a company. So I think then insurance is really needed to cover this residual risk, this residual AI risk, which remains after a proper AI governance process has been put in place. I think it is unfortunate so far that in the public domain, there's not really much of a discussion around insurance and the role of insurance yet in terms of really furthering the adoption of trustworthy and powerful and reliable AI models. Because when we look into the past, we see that insurance had really a tremendous impact in bringing transformative technologies to our societies. So starting with the insurance of steam engines, which also supported the Industrial Revolution, to the insurance of space shuttles and satellites, which supported the creation of a private space industry, to essentially the insurance of new untested renewable energy projects and technologies. So I think insurance is really a transformative force for innovation and technology adoption in our society. And I believe that the insurance of AI risks can have a similar impact, can also help to really bring a widespread adoption of good, reliable, trustworthy AI systems, and basically absorbing the residual risks which remain when relying on AI systems and which cannot be mitigated.
Well, and you're right. I mean, insurance has been right there in terms of helping these various industrial revolutions historically, and we're arguably in the fourth industrial revolution, and now AI is really taking that into a natural inflection point. What's been your experience? I mean, this is reminding me a little bit, historically of cyber insurance, but what's been your experience with this coverage and how it's been working?
Yeah, so we started already insuring AI risks, in particular AI error risks in 2018 with our performance insurance product that we brought to the market, specifically for AI developers. And since then, we have expanded our product to also cover model deployers or model users for risks that occur because of them relying on AI systems. So we believe that the insurance industry plays a major role in really covering this residual AI risk, which still remains even after a good AI governance process was put in place. And our experience so far has been quite positive, and we see also that more and more companies are essentially looking also for insurance as an additional layer of protection, besides AI governance as this operational risk management process. And we are working on expanding our coverage beyond AI errors to also cover generative AI output IP infringement risk, as well as AI discrimination risk. And we are in discussions with some of our corporate clients to bring such a product to the market.
Interesting. So, I mean, since 2018, you've obviously, I'm going to assume, had some claims experience. What's that been like?
Yes, so we had claims, and that's completely natural for such kind of a product. The claims we had so far, what is interesting there is that there was not any kind of fault or any kind of negligence happening on, for example, the data science team of our client. It was really statistical randomness that occurred and also data drift. So specifically, say, data science related risks, statistical risks, random fluctuation risks, which led to an AI model making more errors than expected, and then causing losses under our policy. And that's basically what our policies are really there for. So, for example, we had a claim with an AI model which was used for classifying whether certain credit card transactions are fraudulent or not. And simply because over a certain period of time, the AI model has seen more difficult examples, difficult transactions, compared to what it has seen in its training and testing data. And this led to more errors of the model, and this led to more losses than was expected by the model user. And then our insurance picked up those kind of losses. This is what exactly our insurance is there for, to cover this kind of natural errors, this natural fluctuation risk, which is unique and inherent in every AI and generative AI model.
It's all very fascinating. It's very interesting as well that Munich Re has been in this business from an insurance perspective as long as it has. So, Michael, this is the time where you get to ask me a question. What do you got?
Yeah, sure. So how do you see the insurance industry dealing with the changing risk landscape which AI and generative AI introduces?
Well, certainly, I mean, this is one very big element that's beginning to surface, right? The risks associated with AI and how the industry is going to help manage those risks for its customers. But one of the things we've also been looking at Triple I is the industry itself and how it's embracing AI, how it's using AI, and the opportunity it has to be a pioneer in AI. This is an industry that's been based on using data and modeling data for a very long time. And AI is obviously going to bring a significant amount of efficiencies to that. But at the same time, this industry is extraordinarily regulated. And the regulatory community may not be as up to speed with how insurers are using AI as they need to be. And so this is an opportunity from the Triple I's perspective to get out in front and to lead and to discuss how AI is being used by insurers, getting the regulatory and the customer communities more comfortable with how we're using it, helping them understand that this is of benefit. So what we're also helping our insurers understand is let's embrace this. We know that there are benefits to it, but we need to make sure that we implement an ethical AI framework in our firms. We need to make sure that we're cultivating more literacy around it for our companies and our professionals and educating our workers in terms of what benefits AI can bring, but also the importance of communicating openly about how AI is being used. All of this, we think, will be opportunities for overcoming some of those risks, Michael, that you were talking about that come along with AI. There are risks, but insurance is in the business of risk management. And I think that's going to be important as we look at AI and really begin to be a leader in this field.
Fully agree. And thank you.
Sorry, go ahead.
I just wanted to say fully agree and thank you for the exploration.
Thank you. This has been a great conversation. I really, again, I compare this a little bit to cyber insofar as it's a new line of business, but it's certainly one with risks, and it's very interesting and heartening to hear that Munich Re is helping customers manage risks associated directly with AI. So, Michael, thank you very much for helping us understand this better, and we look forward to learning more about AI insurance in the future.
Thank you so much, Sean, and thank you for having me. It was a great pleasure.